Hey gang, welcome back to the channel. My name's Nicky V. I'm a studio musician and producer here in Nashville. So I play guitar on people's records, and then I produce a bunch of music for artists and songwriters here in town. And a lot of you guys overseas now too, thanks to the reach YouTube has. If any of you guys out there are guitar players, I know this channel has a lot of guitar players watching it, please check out that guitar course called Nicky V's Fretboard Mechanics. I'll put a link down in the description. It's basically a way to unlock the whole fretboard and put your hand down anywhere and play freely in any key. So enough about the sales pitch. Here's what we got going on today. So one of my music mentors from back home in Southeast Missouri is coming down to perform at the Bluebird Cafe tonight. His name's Doug Rees. He was the first person to get me on stage whenever I was 14 years old, I believe. And he's an incredible songwriter, like really, really gifted, and works hard at it, which is more important than being gifted. And he's a great guitar player. And more importantly than that, he's just one of the best human beings you could possibly imagine. Definitely one of those kind of guys that makes the world a better place. And you guys need to meet him. So I thought I'd do this video because it's going to make your day. He sent me a song called Gravity Storm. And so he's playing the Bluebird. And then after that, he's coming over here in a couple of days and we're going to record the song. So I'm going to go ahead and get the guitar parts recorded today. The song is called Gravity Storm. I just got it charted out. That's what a Nashville number chart looks like for anybody curious about that. I have a whole nother video on that if you look back through my channel about how to make these. That's what we're going to do. We're going to record the song, go play a show at the Bluebird, most likely perform that song there. Then we're going to cut vocals and do some more production on it later after that. So buckle up. Hope you guys enjoy this. Oh, and quick little note. The Bluebird does not allow video to be taken when performances are happening. And rather than trying to be sneaky with a camera or something like that, I want to respect that because it's supposed to be a very sacred listening environment. It's really kind of the mecca for songwriters. It's a really special place. I don't want to violate the rules and be uncool trying to be sneaky with the camera or something like that. But I'm going to take some video when I get in there before they all start playing to kind of show you what it's like. And if any of you guys have seen the show Nashville, you've kind of seen it or the recreation of it down to the Salt Shakers, which is pretty interesting. But I'll do my best to kind of capture what it's all about for you guys as well, because I know it's kind of this mystical, landmark for songwriters in the world. And for all you guitar nerds out there wondering, this is a 1934 Martin with 13-year-old strings on it. So it has this very honest, dead, thuddy sound that I thought fit the motion of the song really well. It's very honest sounding, and Doug's just like a very honest person. Sometimes you got to pair the guitar to the voice. Sometimes you need to contrast it, but I felt this would be the right call for this particular song. Recording an album can get really expensive, and not everybody has 10 grand sitting around to get 4 tunes cranked out at $2,500 a song. So on my website, NashvilleTracking.com, I'll put a link to that down in the description. It has a breakdown of all the pricing I have on there if any of you guys want to get your music recorded. And there's an option on there for like a scaled down acoustic version, where it's what we're going to do with this, which is pretty much like an acoustic guitar. I might decorate some electrics a little bit on it, and then I'll hire a pianist or whatever instrument might complement that to help fill it out a little bit more. And so you get a really great sounding demo that you can take to publishers or do whatever you want to do with it, or just release them because we're going to make them sound like $1 million. I really care about everything I do, and I try to put as much heart and soul into every note that comes out of this thing. And we're fighting the battle against AI. That's another topic for another day. But people like working with people, and nothing beats a human touch. So I'm going to start off with this guitar part. It's a pretty cool part. It's like... So the riff itself is kind of a signature thing. And after that, I think I'm going to have Tim McDonald kind of layer some nice B3 on it. And maybe some piano, just kind of like holding diamonds, which is just like a held chord for a whole bar. I think that'll fill it out really nicely and kind of see where we're at with that. So I'm going to get the acoustic guitar recorded first, send it off to Tim, and already have a scratch vocal on it from Doug that's kind of on the grid, and I time shifted around a little bit. Then after that, we're going to cut the vocals after the show at the Bluebird.
Drinking wine with some friends of mine, sitting by the river on a cold November night. I was watching the fire, then
So I just got the acoustic laid down start to finish on it. And rather than kind of stacking out a wall of guitars, I want the honesty of just one kind of down the center in stereo, so it's very intimate and pulls the listener in. So the guitars are done, about to send it off to Tim McDonald right now. I usually send everything in a Dropbox link, makes it super simple. I send clicks, charts, scratch vocal, and the acoustic guitar. And Tim has a real Yamaha C7 at his house and an actual B3, and that does make a difference. Software instruments are great, but nothing beats the real thing with real mics on it. Tim should have his keys parts back to me either tonight or tomorrow morning. He's usually pretty fast on everything. And it looks a lot of place testing as cool as the Bluebird. It's in this very commercial part of town called Green Hills, which is kind of south of Nashville, but it's just in this random little building over here on the left. Parking in Nashville is a nightmare, as you'd expect, but if you just drive around the building, there's actually a gravel lot behind here. It's super easy, which is very rare to actually go to a music venue and be able to park your car without paying $30. Big win. And there it is, gang, the legendary Bluebird Cafe. Hopes and dreams are made. So it's actually run by the NSAI now, which is the Nashville Songwriters Association International. But it was opened up back in the 80s. A lot of artists say got their start here if you Google like Taylor Swift, but there's more to the story there. Basically, a ton of famous artists have gotten their deals here. It used to be just kind of a low-key underground hangout, and then the show Nashville really put it on the map, and it blew up and became world famous. So it's a pretty cool venue, guys. Check that out. Made some new friends here at the table. Dougie right there, smiling, grinning like a possum. Look at him. It's pretty cool. They sit here kind of in this little circle. Everybody kind of gathers around and listens. And once everything gets rolling, it's kind of phones down, but the guy outside actually was familiar with the YouTube channel. I said, hey man, I know where I'm supposed to film. And he was like, oh man, as long as you know somebody and have their permission, it's okay. So I grab a few little clips here as we get rolling.
Please welcome Doug Rees.
We've been through a little bit of everything in our lifetime. I think we can get through this too. And they made him go then, and he handed me this piece of paper. He'd been coloring a rose. And I put that in my guitar case, and about two years later, the song came out. Yes, we will live forever together on Stonewall, along with memories that were made by me and you. Thank you. See, I've always been a dreamer, looking for a song, and sometimes I know I'm hard to understand. I have soared and I have fallen, and everywhere between, she's always taking care of me. Yes, she's taking care of me. Yeah, she's a day.
That was a very special show. Dougie absolutely nailed it. It's beautiful. We'll walk around, show you guys some of the stuff on the walls here too. They're clearing everybody out, and they're going to have a fresh batch of audience and a new show coming in now. Try to show you this wall back here real quick. It's pretty cool. Got some church pews here for some additional seating. If you can name them, I'm pretty sure they're up here. How many times you played it?
This is the second time.
Second time. We're gonna cut some vocals tomorrow. We'll check back in with you guys soon. Switching over to the iPhone camera right now, so the audio might not be quite as good, because I want to focus on actually capturing music today rather than juggling a camera and audio and syncing everything up and all that. So thank you for your grace and mercy on the video quality. We got the keys tracks back from Tim, and they are amazing as expected. I mean, he has a fantastic sounding Yamaha C7 with just a slurry of U87s and 414s around it, so it sounds amazing. He's got a real B3. Like I said earlier, that makes a big difference. And he played this amazing melody on the solo section, and I think rather than just like ripping off some crazy guitar solo, as fun as that is, melody always wins. Listen to Brian May, you know, any really melodic guitar player / those kind of players. You can sing all their solos. And so I think I'm going to elaborate on the melody he played here on this solo. That's beautiful. And then the second half I'll set it on electric guitar, kind of rephrase that melody higher maybe. I might also double it with a Mellotron kind of thing, just to put a different texture on it. Got everything shaped up in keys, land, and acoustic guitar, so I think it's ready for his final vocal now. You were hearing the scratch vocal earlier. And he'll be here in a minute with Carol, his wife, and I think Carol and Lauren are going to play with Isla, my little 8-month-old downstairs. We're going to cut some vocals up here. So that's what families do, gang. Music's a good thing.
I'm on the ground.
And I really like that.
I do too.
I want you to give me one where you just sing it out of it.
And sing it hard.
Sing it hard.
Okay. I was drinking wine with some friends of mine, sitting by the river on a cold November night.
That's much better. I love that approach.
I think I do too. Or it felt good singing it.
I need you to do it one more time for me.
Okay.
That was great.
Hang on a second.
It's a little rushed on 1 minute I'm standing. You're a little ahead on that, but I think you do it again. You'll nail it, man.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same deal, man. That was wonderful. Let's capture that one more time.
You just want to punch? If you
No, I want you to do one more thing so I can get kind of a good cohesive flow to it, and then I'll grab little things if I need it from here and there.
Okay.
Yeah, man. But yeah, this is
I understand.
wonderful, buddy.
Drinking wine with some friends of mine. I was drinking wine with some friends of mine, sitting by the river on a cold November night.
Wonderful.
I was standing the next thing.
Great dynamics.
I'm on the ground. I had a gravity store.
I love that.
Yeah.
You feeling good about it?
I'm with it too. I got to give the dynamic thing to Ken Keller. He always felt that in that song.
It's great, man. Yeah, he's dead on with it. I mean, that's what sells this. The dynamics are pretty extreme on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mentioned that to Tim too whenever he did the keys. I said, man, really follow what I'm doing on the acoustic there. It's all pretty deliberate. Want to listen to the whole thing now, buddy?
Sing the whole thing?
No, you just want to listen down to the whole thing?
Okay.
Yeah, that'll work for a scratch.
You can tell.
Okay, for the solo section, I want to fatten up that B3 line template a little bit. And so I have a Mellotron dialed up on a flute setting. That kind of tucked under might be nice just for a little bit more texture underneath that. And to, like I said, to give it a little more body. Let's try it. Play a harmony part. Cool. And now we're gonna hit it with a more of a ripping lead part on top of that, like a more traditional guitar sound. I think that might be cool. Okay, so we got the flute down. I got kind of a warmish neck pickup tone coming out of my buddy's, from my friend LJ, by the way. This is 1965 Gibson 335. Fantastic guitars, let me borrow it for the week. I'm gonna double that flute line and then I'm gonna grab another guitar and kind of send that back half of that solo over the top. So let's double this first. Maybe grab a Les Paul and do a more soaring kind of thing on the back half of this. Okay, we're going through an AC30 now. I got the bridge pickup kind of dialed up and the tone rolled almost all the way off. Kind of this very vocal kind of thing. So let's see if this works. And clean. That one felt pretty good. Let's listen to it.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
Man, I'm just gonna add a little bit of electric decorations on the back half of this. That last chorus explodes. That kind of like tucked in towards like more felt than heard might be kind of cool.
To go back when you had me sing that a little harder, you had this in your mind.
Yeah. So we're going to fatten it up. So Doug here has mentored pretty much every or most of the young musicians that have come through the Southeast Missouri area, which is where I'm from, a little town called Cape Girardeau. Doug's from Jackson. They're our neighbors. And I thought it'd be a really good opportunity for him to share any advice he might have for any songwriters out there, people that might want to get their music recorded, or just the art form itself. So the floor is yours, buddy.
Thanks, Nick. Advice. I think the best piece of advice anybody's ever given me is write about things that you know. Write about things that's happened to you. Say it in your voice. And I think you understand what I mean. It takes a while to get that voice, the way that you do it. And after you do that, don't look back. Do the best you can do, and nobody will be able to do it like you.
Yeah, all you can be is like the best version of yourself.
The best person you can be.
And nobody's going to outdo you at being yourself.
Exactly.
We just finished up for the day. Doug's heading back to Missouri right now. And I might add some more guitar parts in the morning after I sleep on it and kind of revisit it with fresh ears, but I think it's pretty much there. If anybody out there has a great song you're wanting to get recorded, all you have to do is hit that link down in the description. It takes you to my website, NashvilleTracking.com, and you don't have to live in Nashville to do this, by the way. I do a ton of this work remotely. I have a whole process and a step-by-step thing I can send you if you have questions about that as well. Just shoot me an email through my website. And I have a great team. So if you need a full-blown tracking session with drums, bass, keys, guitar, strings, whatever you need, we can book that. Or I can do a more scaled-down acoustic approach like you saw in this video. If budgets are more of a concern, or sometimes it's just the right call for the song. Not every song needs a huge production. That's my job as a producer, is trying to help steer that creative direction of the sonic vision of the track, working with the artist. And my analytics show me that only 20% of the people that watch these videos are actually subscribed. So please hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel out. And if you have any questions, please put them down in the comments. I do my best to answer everybody. And special thanks to Doug for letting me kind of film this and take you guys behind the scenes on what some of this looked like. And giant thank you to the Bluebird Cafe for letting me film, even though I know that that's usually against the policy there. But when I was standing out front, like I said, the guy at the door recognized me, watches the channel. So really appreciate you, man. Thank you, guys.